has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A give to Kamara running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens is the linebackers dive into the line. If you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Kamara. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Third and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. From here to run. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A running room for Kamara on first down as he takes this forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action now, Dalton. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Dalton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. Down to about the 37. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Elliott running right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they're
looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cowboys 9.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
A give to Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Coming left is Kamara. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Passing, it's Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Quick slant to Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw here, Dalton. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Dalton, 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Dalton operating in the red zone now. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Dalton. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Cowboys 7. Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Dak. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Prescott. Finding Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. To throw, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Lights, camera,